When you enter Genadendal, you will see a lot of small houses. A lot of them are run down and not really very much developed. So it looks like a poor place when you enter the town. If you continue driving, you will come to the Werf, the Kerkwerf, which is also the church square. That's where a lot of old buildings are, and it's actually a place with a very old history from the mission.
They asked us to do research at the development of new tourism products and to assess the marketing opportunities for Genadendal. But then we got the business plan and it was already really well developed.
They have a very detailed business plan with all the steps and the things that need to be carried out to become a tourism destination. And we just have the feeling that they don't do anything with it. And that is mainly due to lack of communication and sometimes maybe even willingness.
Yeah, and I think also the idea that somebody else is responsible to do it. Yeah.
The church still has a lot of influence. I heard people saying that they think around 80% is still a member of the Moravian church.
And this whole tourist attraction, the church, the museum, the restaurant, all that belongs to the church. So it's also again to see how the community can be involved on a higher level into tourism products.
It's mainly the elderly which are very much involved in tourism at the moment. The youth is not much involved, and I think that is somehow also a problem.
We have been doing a lot of interviews over the past 5 days, and we've received a lot of information, and I think the community is involved, but I wouldn't be able to say if it fits the theory of community-based tourism yet. I have to go into study that more.
I do think that community-based tourism is a concept for Genadendal. And as we can see, all the people that work in the museum or that work in the information center are local people. And they have, for example, that weaving project, the pottery project, the blacksmith project. They trained local people especially for those projects.
Community-based tourism here, it can be more developed, but maybe not so much centered around the Werf and the church.
My feeling is that it is community-based, but not completely. The structures are not really clear, and the community does not have a representative board that focuses on tourism. I've seen a lot of students growing during the past 4 weeks, but also you start to know that maybe something what you learn in theory is going to be very different in practice.
Yeah, it was interesting to see how community-based tourism is sometimes different in practice than what you learned.
I had an idealistic image of community-based tourism.
You can see that you have different level of community-based tourism, but not one absolute ideal of community-based tourism.
But it was a lot of fun, but also a lot of hard work.
It was really hard working. They work sometimes from 8 or 9 in the mornings, and you could see them working till 11 o'clock in the evenings, or sometimes even later.
You learn that not always what you learn is reality. And that was why a lot of us students went on this trip, because we wanted to see how we can apply theories and models in reality. It is not that easy to apply theories in reality. Sometimes you need to make a lot of changes and adaptations to it. And that is what for me was the value of this trip.